Guys, welcome back to the Independent Investor channel. My name is Ryan. I'm really excited to be able to offer these stock picks to you. This will be the third installment of my portfolio, or my dividend portfolio. And I'm breaking down and offering 5 stock picks at a time. And the coolest thing about the dividend stocks is that anybody can own them. You can be young, you can be old, you can not know a lot about investing. This really does fit into a passive investment profile for someone, in that you can decide whether or not you want to buy 1 share of these stocks, or 100 shares, or even 1,000 shares of these stocks, just depending on how much exposure you want. And any one of these good companies that I'm delivering to you guys know that this suite of portfolio or dividend stocks that I've got is my actual portfolio. And I'm offering them to you guys really along the lines of a testimonial. For you guys that are new to the channel, you can kind of understand maybe what's possible in the stock market. And I just think that's a cool thing. I really do. And you guys can agree or disagree with the stock picks. That's totally fine. But I would encourage you not to get hung up on the stock itself. I really want you to understand the strategy that I'm deploying, in that it means so much more to me that these stock picks are housed in a tax protected and wealth preserved account, right? That is the key to the message. All right, so I'm going to kick it off and deliver you guys 5 more stock picks right out of my portfolio, right out of my dividend portfolio, my tool bag, and offer to you guys. Certainly you can jot these down, save them to a watch list if you'd like, track the stocks if you want, and let's kind of get started here. The first stock I've offered in my chronicle of videos, this is a stock that you can buy and own forever, and I've got 2 of those offerings in this set of 5. And the company is Procter Gamble, and this can be one of the very first stocks that you buy if you only owned a handful of stocks for the rest of your life. Procter Gamble can be one of those stocks. 64% of their business is generated overseas. They're about a $200 billion market cap. They've got a prospective dividend that's going to be raising over time. They've got a fantastic diversified portfolio of products, and it's almost as if you own a single stock, but you're diversified across so many good products that they offer, products that people have to have worldwide. It's going to pay you a yield of 3.4%, and this is one of those cool stocks, man. It's been paying out a dividend since 1890. 1890, guys. So we're talking about, you know, they've been paying the dividends longer than anybody of us in the viewing audience has been alive. That's really something to not scoff at. And here, trading in the low 80s, I think it's a really good pickup here for Procter Gamble. The next one is also at a very good entry point according to the charts. This may be a little bit controversial of a pick, but the stock is Philip Morris, traded under the ticker symbol PM. And with the emergence of really smokeless products, right, the vapor products, and Philip Morris is one of the players in that industry. Now, it is basically an international holding. It's actually based out of Switzerland. So 100% of their revenues are generated overseas, and I actually feel bad recommending the stock. It actually took a nice jump today in the stock market, where the stock market was down at 500 points today. Philip Morris actually went up $3.50 just today, but it's actually recessed pretty good. And I think you're still getting a very good entry point on a stock that's trading at 14.7 forward earnings, and it pays a 5.4% dividend. Guys, you sock that in your portfolio, you set it up for a dividend reinvestment program, and you just can't go wrong. It's a stock that I've enjoyed owning, and I'm going to continue to own this as a cornerstone of my dividend portfolio. The next offering is another one of those that I've featured in my stocks that you can buy and own forever, and that is JP Chase. Why is that? It is the world's largest bank. You're talking about close to a $400 billion market cap, and it is trading at an anemic 10 times forward earnings, which is honestly laughable. It does pay a 3% dividend, which is extremely healthy. It's paid the dividend since 1827, man. So why fight historical premises? I know everybody wants to talk about beating the market going forward, but historical performance is something to be looked at, honestly, not to gauge future performance, but at least to acknowledge what a stock has done historically, to get kind of a precedence and an idea of how good of a steward it is of its dividend and how well it's going to treat its stockholders over time. And this is just a company that I want to own. From the top down, the CEO, Jamie Dimon, top notch, very well respected. And again, it's the biggest bank in the world. So got to have a piece of JP Morgan. The next one is the only REIT that I've got inside my 25 portfolio. I do have another real estate REIT offering, but it did not make my top 25 list. But this stock is Simon Property Group, traded under the ticker symbol SPG. Simon Property Group is another buy. It's one of those higher than average dividend payers. Right now at 4.5%, it's trading at about 12.5 times forward earnings. Simon Property Group, I had to throw a REIT into the group there, and you guys know that these guys own multiple properties, both international and domestically. I think there are around 250 different properties, some of the retail outlets, some of the outlet malls. These folks own these properties, and I've enjoyed owning Simon Property Group, and I know it can fit for you guys if you're looking for a really good real estate REIT in the portfolio that's going to pay you a fat dividend every quarter. You know, you're just going to continually set that up to pay yourself back on a dividend reinvestment program. And the final stock, really, this could be one of those stocks that you could buy and own forever as well. Disney did not make my Dividend Aristocrat list. It did not make my top 25 list. But Pepsi could certainly take Disney's place in that top 5 of stocks that you can own forever, traded under the ticker symbol PEP. You guys know that I own both Pepsi and Coke. Pepsi is my favorite out of the group, and if you're just confused about what products Pepsi offer, I would highly encourage you to refresh yourself as to another one of those major companies, 158 billion in market cap, pays a nice healthy 3.4% dividend, and they are investing in the future, guys. Pepsi is one of those companies that you just have to own in your portfolio, man. So Pepsi rounds out my top 5 for this round. We're going to continue on with 2 follow-on videos, and by the time we're done with this series, I'll have offered to you guys 25 of really what I consider some of the very best dividend payers in the industry. Not only do I feel that way, but I own every single one of them. So that if they're good enough for me, they're good enough to offer for you guys as well. Guys, if it's your first time tuning into the Independent Investor channel, you want to hit the subscribe button. Help me support this message, man. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. I don't want to get redundant on this video. Certainly, I hope you enjoy me rolling out these stock picks the way that I'm doing it. I just thought it was the most strategic way to kind of split up, you know, and offer them at 5 at a time, because 25 is a lot in my stock dividend portfolio pillar. Leave your comments at the bottom, guys. I'm enjoying the heck out of reading your guys' comments as to what you guys own in your particular portfolio. And again, as I always say, finally, if there's anybody out there that you know looking to get information on the stock market, man, tune them on to the channel. This is a great place to come and learn fundamentals of investing in the stock market the right way. You're not going to find this in-depth of information from anywhere online specifically. Man, bring them into the channel. We'll turn them on and we'll get them excited about investing, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and good luck in your investment future.